Okay, let's move on here. We're ready to start our chord cycle progression here, which is also going to allow us to do more songs. So we've already done D, A, and E, so quickly review that. Take our peace sign, bring it up underneath like this, add this finger in, here's our D chord, okay? Now we want to be able to go between D and A cleanly, so we're just going to take our one finger, scoot it over, and bring in the 2 and 3 fingers in behind it, because we're going from a 1-3-2 to a 1-2-3 in our fingerings. So we want to go back and forth about 4 times between those. We're going to go D to A to D to A to D to A. So you don't need to do them nearly that fast though. The thing about doing the chord cycle is you want to do each transition nice and slow and accurate. You're not doing yourself any favors by doing it quickly and inaccurately, because you're actually going to reinforce some bad muscle memory. We're trying to create good, accurate muscle memory here. So what we're going to do, go from D, just move slowly over to the A, but try and do all 3 at the same time and land all 3 like that, okay? Back and forth, about 4 times per chord, back and forth. Now we're going to go from A to E 4 times. Again, we're going to lift up all 3 fingers, twist them in the air, clockwise, land them like this. Here's our E chord, okay? Now to twist back to the A, we're going to move our number 1 finger where our number 3 finger is and twist back the other way, like that. Okay, so now we want to go back and forth between those 4 times, I should say. So here's E, A, nice and slow, E, land all 4 fingers, all 3 fingers at the same time. Okay, last time to E. Now we're going to add in 2 more chords. We're going to go from E to C. This one's really easy. We're just going to scoot our number 3 finger down 1 fret and move our number 1 finger over 1 string. So we're going from here, here's our C chord, back to E. So it's almost like a caterpillar move. We're going back and forth like this. We're scooting down and over with our C and going back up and over with our E chord like that, okay? Then what we want to do is go the last time to the C chord. Now we want to be able to go from a C to a G, and we're going to take these 2 fingers. We're going to do what's called a double hopscotch. We're just going to take these 2 fingers, scoot them over 1 string each, but keep the same exact shape. So we're going from here, keep these 2 fingers frozen in this position, but scoot them over 1 string each, and then put our pinky down here, our number 4 finger on the number 1 string. Okay, so we're going from C chord like this. We're lifting this finger off as these 2 come over, and your pinky goes down like that. Now, a lot of the books that are out there will show the G like this, which is also correct, but I want to show you this one first because it's actually going to allow you to do more things with your other fingers eventually. Running on empty. So I'm going to give you this kind of choice so you can use all your fingers, all right? You can always do this one later, and that will be one we'll incorporate into other songs. And again, both are correct, but we want to make sure that we give you all the options here. So let's review that now. We have our D chord to A, lift all 3 and turn them in the air, do the E chord like this. Okay, then we're going to spread it out and move it slightly over to do the C chord. Do the double hopscotch from the C to the G and put our pinky down, then we got our G chord. Now we want to be able to go back to D from a G chord. So the trick is this finger is already hovering out here like this. We can actually just plant it where it's going to be on the D chord, which is the 3rd string 2nd fret. Keep these 2 guys frozen and just bring them across like this. Okay. In reverse, to go from a D to a G, we can actually move this one out of the way, lift it out of the way, not that high, but just to exaggerate the move, we're just lifting that one up slightly. We'll take these 2 guys, keep the same frozen position, take those across, put our pinky down, there's our G chord. Now again, there's so many songs that have both D, G, and C in them, and if you can get this move wired, this will save you so much time and headache later. So we want to be able to go from G to C to D and back to G. So we're going to start on D again. We'll take our eye pokers, put them right here, put this guy here, there's our D chord. We want to be able to go to a G chord, so we're going to move our 1 finger out of the way like this. Bring these 2, keep the same position, move them across, and then plant our pinky like that. Okay? Now Now to go back to a D, we just put this number 1 finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, and then bring these two, keeping the same shape, back across. So all those chords transfer pretty well. Okay, so now that you've learned 3 new chords, let's put those in a song as well. So we'll take a little break here, and we'll come back and do one more child song, and then we'll be on to our adult and sophisticated stuff. Great job.